Guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about something that I haven't really talked about, and I think that I need to get the awareness out. I just want to let you guys know my hair's in a bun and I look like a crazy mess. But anyway, so first things first I want to talk about is most of you guys watch my channel already, and you guys will know that I have a 2-year-old, and for the others who don't, yes, I have a 2-year-old. Her name is Adeline Grace, and she has had a really rough go. So first I want to say that Adeline, if you watch my videos, if you haven't, check them out. Adeline is the most amazing, beautiful little girl that I've ever been blessed with. Adeline was born at 34 weeks and stayed a month in the hospital due to feeding issues and a bunch of other stuff. She had a really rough start to life. We found out that she had fluid on the hips and that she had some feeding issues. She didn't know how to feed, which most preemies go through, so it's not like it was a bad thing. When Adeline was about 6 months, that's when everything started to take a turn for the worst. I remember when this happened, I was sitting on the couch, and I just remember my little daughter flopping and just seizing, and it only lasted for a couple of minutes. She had been sick prior to that. She had a fever, and I did Tylenol, and at that time I didn't know that you could piggyback, and so I gave her some Tylenol before the seizure happened when I noticed she had a fever. So basically what happened was, they're called febrile seizures, and febrile seizures happen when a fever either spikes too high or goes down too low or something like that. It could be anything. So of course, once the seizure happened, I had just laid her on her side and held her tight and just prayed that everything would be okay. We ended up going to the hospital, and they ended up just telling me that it was a febrile seizure, that everything would be okay, and kids usually grow out of them. So then a couple months went by and another seizure had happened, and again it was a febrile seizure. That's what they told me. A week before Adeline turned 2 is when a really big one happened. Adeline had been laying on the couch and we were watching Paw Patrol, and she leaned over and she kind of just went limp, and that's when it happened. Another seizure had happened, and they brought us to the hospital, and they told me that at this point of her life, usually febrile seizures could, 1, go away, or 2, on the other hand, just progressively get worse. So I had explained to the doctor that I had noticed that Adeline was kind of looking off into space and kind of getting confused and all that kind of stuff, and he had said that we are going to take her down for a brain scan. They took Adeline down for a brain scan, and they noticed something in the brain, and it was something in the neurological, something about that, but we needed to go see a neurologist. If you guys have been following my channel for a while, you will know that Adeline has a low immune system, so she gets sick quite easy. So we try to avoid sicknesses. So recently we had booked a neurology appointment, and we finally got in after waiting a very long time. Adeline is going to be 3 in July, and they didn't think of sending her to a neurologist until we started to notice the stare-offs. I ended up bringing my phone because I recorded Adeline doing a stare-off seizure, and the doctor had said that we need to get her to see a neurologist, and this video is basically awareness. Today in class we talked about more in depth of seizures, and we talked about how seizures can take your life. Seizures are very scary, and as a mom, Adeline is already my angel and my everything, and seeing my baby go through that is the hardest thing I've ever even dealt with. It's a very scary thing, and as a mom, I wish that I could just fix it and for her to live a normal life. And it's been super hard to, keep it together, and when I'm sitting in class not worrying, like, how is my baby, or if I'm gonna get a phone call that another one has happened. Basically, I don't know how I'm keeping this strong. Adeline is super healthy and happy other than her seizures, and I'm just gonna continue to pray. If you guys could please just continue to pray. And the other thing I learned is if you notice anything off with your child, just to take them into the doctor and stuff like that and demand. Sorry guys, my camera died. I just want to finish what I was saying, but if you notice that anything's off with your child, take them to the doctor and don't let them shrug it off, because it could be something serious. We are headed to the neurologist on Tuesday to see what they're going to say. I'm actually going to take you guys along with this journey with me, and I'm hoping that Adeline will be able to outgrow these and she will live a happy and normal life. But hearing that a seizure could take her life is the thing that breaks me the most, is that she's just a strong little girl, and it's just scary. Every day worrying and constantly thinking about it. And I just want to put this out there that seizures are no joke, and there's something that affects the brain and learning, and Adeline is doing great in the learning aspects, and she's a very healthy kid, and I just want her to be able to be a normal kid and live a normal life. I know there's other people out there dealing with worse, and it's just sucks seeing a kid have to go through so much. They're so young. So thank you guys for watching. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notifications on, and comment down below. And I want to thank you guys for all the prayers. But I just thought I'd give you this update and let you guys know and be awareness of all this kind of stuff that is happening. So thank you guys.